Hello, hello, Dreams in Action. We are talking about Facebook party tips today. So take a second and grab your training notebook because you may want to take some notes on some tips that I'm going to share with you today. And I am going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen. And we are going to get started. And so when we're talking about Facebook party tips and when we're talking about how to make your Facebook parties better, what are just some little tweaks and some things that you want to make sure that you are doing. And so let's go ahead and get started with pre-party etiquette, because pre-party etiquette is a real thing. And so there are some things that you're going to want to make sure that are happening, and some things you want to make sure that are not happening leading up to your party. And so number one, at the top of that list, you guys, don't overpost in the event, in your party group. Be sure be sure that you are not that consultant that is flooding everyone's timeline with absolutely every single thing you know about Tupperware that you've ever known about Tupperware, because you don't want your guests to snooze the group before the party even gets started. So make sure that you are limiting your posts to 2, 3, or 4 posts a day. You definitely don't want to go over those numbers, because we have to remember and be mindful of the fact that things that we're posting during the day, sometimes those things are coming through while people are at work. And so make sure that you are not over posting in the event. The second tip is to make sure that you add pictures or video to each post, because pictures draw attention. Pictures and video tend to make people stop their scroll. And so your post will not be as likely to be overlooked if you include pictures or video on each of your posts. Now, the next step is to have a variety of posts as well. Don't let every post that you put up be buy this, you need this, gotta have this. Yes, we are selling Tupperware, but we don't want that to be 100% of the focus. You also want to make sure that you are bringing value to the party guests. And so include some how-tos or do some surveys. Include some super short little maybe YouTube demo videos, or ask questions. Do some things in the party that are going to encourage engagement, instead of just posting a single picture of every product that we have available and everything that's on sale. So put some variety in your post and make sure you're leading with value. Another tip is to go live in the days leading up to the party and make a quick recipe. Let me just tell y'all, guests love a live. They absolutely love it. Now, that being said, you don't have to do a 48-minute, recipe where you're cooking, a 3-course meal. If you do it in the stack cooker, you can do it in less than that. However, guests love it if you just pop in real quick. Even if you don't really give them any notice, just pop in and make just a quick recipe, a simple salsa, a guacamole, an omelet in the breakfast maker. I mean, just anything simple. If you are shredding cheese, go live and show them doing that. If you're opening up a couple of cans, go live, show them the can opener. You can make it quick, but guests absolutely love a live. And then, speaking of lives, another tip is to go live in your party group, again, the day of the party. And y'all, I try to do this in the morning to give everybody a chance to see it. As much as we would like to think that people see our posts the second that we post it, That's not always the case. So I like to do this in the morning, and I will go live in my parties just for a couple of minutes, and I tell them how the party is going to work that night. Because here's the thing, we tend to party for a living, so we think, well, everybody knows how a Facebook party goes, but that is not the case, because some have never attended a Facebook party. And, many of us are doing parties a little bit differently. And so just go live for a couple minutes, tell them what to expect. And that generally will increase your involvement, your engagement the night of the party. And that also gives you an opportunity to remind them to set an alarm for party time so that they don't miss the party. So those are some things that you can do as part of your pre-party etiquette. So let's talk about kind of what's going down in your party. The best tip that I can give you is to follow an outline for your party. Okay. Now, does that mean that every single party needs to be the exact same way? Absolutely not. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is have a place that you have stored your wording and the pictures that you're planning to use for each post. Have them stored somewhere together. It could be in the notes section of your phone. You could have a Google document or a Word document, some type of document. Or you could even have a secret little party group that is just yours, where you can store your post. You guys, this is going to be a game changer for you. And so that way, during the party, you can copy and paste from your outline so that you're not spending precious time typing each post, because a 30 or a 45-minute party, it goes by really fast. So you want to be able to copy and paste, so that frees you up to have, it frees you up to be able to interact during your party. I use a third-party scheduler for my parties. And so, one of the main reasons why I love using a third-party scheduler is that it frees me up to be able to interact and engage during the party. And also, you guys all probably know this, but if you're partying in groups, Facebook also has a native scheduler that is built right into the Facebook app that you can use to schedule your posts into a party group. Now, if you're partying in events, Facebook does not allow that capability yet, but for those of you that are partying in groups. But that's the best tip I can give you for during your party, is follow an outline of some sort that is stored someplace where you can copy and paste the pictures and the wording that you're going to use for your post during your party. The second tip I have for you is you need a product demonstration of some type in your party. Now, this absolutely applies to those of you who are doing kind of a 30-minute party. Some of you are doing a 45-minute party. Some of you are doing an hour party. But you need a product demonstration of some type in your party. Now, even if you're doing one of those week-long group parties, and lots of you guys are doing those as well, even if that's the type of party that you're doing, you want to include a demo on one of those days. Okay, you need a product demonstration, because let me tell you, that's going to help you to sell more Tupperware. That's going to get people engaged. There are, there's lots of demos that you can choose from. I have one that I use that I made, and I'll post it in the comments of this training. You're more than welcome to use that. But I also encourage you to make your own demo, because number one, you make your own demo, you are already the face of Tupperware that everyone has gotten to know that week. And so they would love to see you demoing a few products. But let me just tell you, there's absolutely no pressure on that. That is not a deal breaker at all. Just think about it. And if you make one, send it to me because I'd love to see it. But you are more than welcome to use my video if you'd like, but just know that somewhere in your party, you need a product demonstration of some type. And then the third tip I have for your party is to make sure that you include clear instructions on how your guests are supposed to shop. Okay. If you want them ordering using the host shopping link, which is that's how I would like for them to order. If you want them to order using the host shopping link, make sure it's posted and very easily accessible in the party. Also, make sure that you have coached all the guests that when they are shopping using the host shopping link, that they will see the host name of the party and your picture as the consultant. That is going to just verify that they're shopping the right party and that they are shopping on your website as well. So just coach them that that's what they can expect to see. Whatever you have named that party, tell them that that's what they're going to see when they shop through the party using the host link, and they're going to see your picture as the Tupperware consultant. Now, that being said, also, be sure that you have a link to our catalog handy to post, okay? Because in every party, somebody wants to see the catalog. And you know what, y'all, I'm not even mad at them for that. Whenever I am at a party, I want to see the catalog. Yes, I know that they can, see our products on our website, but some people want to see a catalog. So make sure you have the link to our catalog handy and post it. And then that way, everyone that wants to see the catalog, they can see it there, and then you're giving them clear instructions on how to order after they have taken a look at the catalog if they desire to do so. The other thing that you want to make sure that you're mentioning is that we do have a special offer section available on our website, and that special offer section includes some great deals that they can add to their order. Okay, those are some good word choices to use. The special offer section includes some great deals that you can add to your order. And then this becomes very handy when your guests are shopping using the host shopping link, because then you don't have to worry about anything selling out. If it's available and they're putting it in their cart, they're paying for it, then you don't have to be concerned about, something selling out. So that special offer section is there. So we just want to make sure that we are reminding our party guests that is available. Okay. Also, you want to make sure that you are using a party survey, because a party survey is going to help you to stay connected with your guest. I post my party survey the day after the party, because let me tell you, that party survey is a great way to collect useful and helpful information from your party guests. You can then turn around and use that tool to follow up with those party guests to book future parties and provide great customer service. If you're not familiar with a party survey, they're free, they're easy to set up. You just go to google.com. You go to google.com/forms to create your own. I'll post mine in the comments, and you're more than welcome to copy it, use it as a guide to create your own. But you want to make sure that you're using a party survey, because it is going to help to connect you with those guests even after the party is over. Now, are you looking for maybe a little group that has a sample party outlined from start to finish? We have that. We have our Dreams in Action Facebook party training group. And it has just that. It has a sample party that is outlined from start to finish. If you're not already a member of that group, just search DIA Facebook party training group and request to join. And once you are in there, let me just tell you up front, you are welcome to use all the pictures and all of the wording that's in the group. And the way that you navigate that is to there's a featured post. You want to read that featured post, and then you want to go down to the group, start at the bottom and scroll up. Now I will be doing a separate training just for this Facebook Party training group. So if you need more information on that, just search for, look for that training in our Foundation 15 guide. And once you get in there and start looking around, you're going to notice that that there is no ability to add comments underneath the post. That's intentional because I wanted to make sure that those posts stay in order. So if you start at the bottom, this is what you can post on day 1. This is what you can post on day 2, and so on and so forth. So the only way for me to be able to maintain the order of the posts that are in that group is I turned off the commenting. However, if you have any questions or anything about what you see in that group, feel free to message me. I am so happy to help you, but I didn't want you to be shocked that you can't comment, but I did that to maintain the order of the post. Like I said, whole different training on just that group and how to use it and how to take advantage of it. But I wanted to make sure that you knew that was available to you. Now, let's talk about after the party. One of the things that you want to make sure that you do is the next morning, you want to put together a post of some sort that basically conveys the message. Did you miss the party last night? It's not too late. You want to post something like that the following morning, because sometimes people assume that if they missed the live party, then it's too late to order. We know that that is not the truth. We welcome their orders. Their host welcome their orders. And so, it certainly doesn't hurt for you to put a little reminder up the very next day. And what I do in that post is, I tell them, all the information from last night is still here. Just scroll down through the group and take a look at it. The second tip for after the party, make sure that you, even if you have posted them prior, make sure that you repost the catalog link and the host shopping link the day after the party. We want to make it as easy as possible for our guests to place their order. So don't make them hunt for the link and have to try to figure out how to place their order. So make sure that you are reposting that information the day after the party. And then my last tip for after the party is be sure to close out your party within 3 days of party night, because y'all, let's just be honest. Generally, guests who are planning to order are going to do it within that time frame. Because if you think about the fact that you set the party up a few days, or even a couple days before the party, and you're leaving the party open and closing it within 3 days after the party night, by that time, you guys, that party group has been up for a week. Okay. And so you don't want to make your host have to wait an extended amount of time for her to be able to order and receive her host rewards. And like I said, generally, guests who are planning to order will do it in that time frame. And so you always want to make sure that you give the party guests notice that the party is closing, and just be clear about what day it's closing. And sometimes, that'll kind of light a fire or serve a reminder for some of them who are intending to order but just haven't done that yet. So you want to make sure that you are closing out your party within 3 days of the party night. Okay, so those are those are some tips that are going to help to make your Facebook parties better. And let me just tell you that great Facebook parties start with party planning and host coaching. And we've already chatted about that. If you missed that training, it is in your Foundation 15 guide, where we talk about host coaching, because you do not want to assume that your host automatically knows what to do. And the other thing is, there is certainly more than one way to do a Facebook party. There's lots of different formats. There's lots of different styles. I will never tell you that one style is wrong and one style is right, because there's lots of ways to party on Facebook. And so my my last tip to you is to take a look at some of the different ways to party on Facebook, and then you choose the style and the format that works best for you, and then add your personality to it, because your personality is what is going to set you apart from the next consultant that is also doing Facebook parties as well. So I want to thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope that you learned some tips that are going to make your Facebook parties better. And until next time, we will meet again, and I'll teach you something else that's going to help you to lay the foundation to your Tupperware business. Bye, y'all.